原是什么？克里斯？
Hello， 大家好，歡迎大家嚟到 NetChan 談賽馬頻道嘅即場足球投注分析。Welcome friends from Iran and United Arab Emirates. Thank you for joining us to this live stream. 今日我會同大家雙邊投注、雙邊娛樂，唔係單邊投注、雙邊娛樂先啱。我再重複一次，係單邊投注、雙邊娛樂。因為香港個場冇得投注，淨係可以投注伊朗對阿聯酋嘅賽事。今日兩邊一齊睇，電視機77台就睇香港對巴勒斯坦，我個電腦上網睇直播就睇伊朗對阿聯酋。呢一組嘅形勢同頭先澳洲嗰組一樣，6分同4分嗰隊對壘，1分同0分嗰隊對壘。咁6分同4分呢隊嗰個情況會係點呢？會唔會好似頭先澳洲同烏茲別克咁握手言和呢？咁就要睇一睇啦嚇，睇下佢哋嘅球員如何處理呢場賽事。咁同時間香港對巴勒斯坦，睇下香港會唔會繼續有精彩嘅表現啦。嚟到嘅朋友希望俾個 like 呢段片，同埋分享呢段片俾朋友睇睇，去宣傳下頻道。未撳訂閱都可以撳個訂閱掣支持一下。啱啱7點鐘嗰兩場，最後買咗一注角球大，最後多謝敍利亞球員玩一個角球嘅戰術，整咗個連角出嚟，令到我哋緊命中，感謝敍利亞嘅球員。Welcome friends from Iran and United Arab Emirates. Now we will broadcast live stream this final match of Group C of the Asian Cup. Please give a like to this live stream. Thank you very much. 嚟到嘅朋友都記住揮揮手，做個好朋友。記住俾個 like 同埋揮揮手，做個好朋友啊！伊朗對阿聯酋，巴勒斯坦對香港。謝家榮喎，今場出 唔係出呢個葉鴻輝啊，謝家榮啊出。巴勒斯坦咧其實都係勁嘅，睇佢點踢。巴勒斯坦即係呢啲都係戰鬥民族啊，大佬，即係佢哋嗰啲都唔講得笑。嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 呢段片啦，同埋分享呢段片俾朋友睇睇，宣傳下頻道。未撳訂閱都係撳個訂閱掣支持一下。嚟到最緊要俾個 like， 同埋揮揮手做個好朋友，感謝你們。未買而家，賽前冇買任何嘢。嚟到朋友請俾個 like 支持一下。今晚暫時領先0.69注，希望繼續追擊馬會。
So away we go with Hong Kong all in red, attacking the goal away to our left in this first half, looking for a fast start. Well, that was an awkward moment for UC there straight away. It wasn't only favours by his teammate with a rather backward clearance. Looks like he had an early chance here to get the ball in the box. That wasn't the most convincing appearances either. Nervous start. The men in red here. Interesting what Hong Kong coach Sean Anderson, that's Mac Vanderbu, we're looking at there, the Tunisian. He was saying that he desperately wants an early goal. The interesting comments from his counterpart, Sean Anderson, was saying he actually asked the Hong Kong FA to extend the break in the league season. It's not going to carry on until the end of this month. And he started his training camp on the 9th of December. That's like more than a month before the tournament began.
Yeah, the smaller nations and the lesser nations are able to do that to get the group of players together, to get their fitness levels up, to also be a little
一角伊朗嗰場一角。
connect in different situations and play some friendly games as well. And that way you can bond together as a team. So you're playing a bit with these developing nations. Obviously the bigger nations have their big strong leagues that go on. But the smaller nations, you can tend to do that.
It's played previously by Wuchun Bay, which forced
好多香港球迷啊，嗰一格全部香港球迷喎，紅色衫，有一格全部香港球迷。非洲波冇搶法，非洲波，今日非洲波冇搶法。
Very competitive, both sides snapping into tackles. The move up to Warner tries to make ground on the left.
You just chase it back in there after conceding possession. Just want to win it back. Can't allow the wideout to have too much space.
Not been overly impressive at clearing the ball early on the Hong Kong China. Played by Batter. Put it back again now, the captain. Quickest probing down this right hand side will be certainly one potentially dangerous outlet. Palestine today. Well, the bird was the target, never looked like reaching it. Belusa. Looking forward to seeing Michael Belusa. All his direct, he's busy, physical, slightly difficult for defenders to handle.
No, he is.
People at the other end.
Whoa!
There's no angle for him, and only side netted.
Not a million miles away though. That's just a little warning sign to this Hong Kong China defence. One man go, took away, had that covered. Touches run to perfection. They just took
嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 啊，將個 like 數快速調升到35以上，咁就會至一支班啦。暫時觀察緊呢個伊朗對阿聯酋，同時間都為呢個香港同隊打氣啊！嚟到朋友都希望大家揮揮手做個好朋友。
Turn around and identify that's where they can get some joy.
Rather an agricultural clearance that from Nunes.
I like the way you said that, Trevor. Agricultural.
I was being diplomatic. Your Nancy just got a shot on him. Kicks every ball. The German. Born in Norway, but had German citizenship for some 30 odd years. Played into Kumbar, the younger of the two Kumbar brothers, the other siblings on the bench tonight for Palestine.
They just had to deal with it, get the shape back and set themselves to defend this throwing.
Into De Boer, who's been busy at number 11 in the first few minutes here. Already it's looking like Palestine are going to enjoy the lion's share of possession. Hong Kong China are going to try and hit them on the break. That's a clever footballer, number 7. Had an excellent game against the UAE. Shortage of options here, 3 in the middle. Nunes with the header away for Hong Kong. That's his last grab back and calmly finds his goal kick. It's that first touch for the new man between the sticks.
Struggling the challenge there again, using that, not giving him any time or space to get comfortable. Wider.
Forward again with intent Wu Min. Goalkeeper's come. No danger. So running the moment.
The angle always just slightly against the side in red on that occasion.
Well, that was good chasing.
角球香港，香港攞咗第一個角球。嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 呢條片啦，同埋分享呢條片俾啲朋友睇睇。Please press like。大家嚟到俾個 like， 舉手之勞，多多幫忙，感謝你。同時間睇緊伊朗對阿聯酋同埋香港對巴勒斯坦嘅賽事，雙邊娛樂，單邊投注。
Disappointing.
Far too heavy. Got a better touch than that.
There's a 3.5, well, he had 3.5 seasons in the Chinese Super League. He's at the kitchen now, closer to home. I'm always thinking of him as more as a defensive number 8 than a man who's going to make too many box-to-box runs.
That's for just sit in there and get the ball and play. Just need a player like that in there that has that ability.
So Wu Chun-min will take this throw for Hong Kong. get everyone back underwater for Palestine. They'll get some depth on those throws. That wasn't particularly convincing from UCL. Managed to get it to him, but now the referee's giving them a free.
和味月喺個禁區 K 角位有球罰球，香港右前場禁區 K 角位有球罰球。其實都可以唔使罰球，不過球證俾咗就爽歪歪。20伊朗絕對有機會嘅。
Go for goal, or will it be a little chip somewhere around the penalty spot? Free to run it and get it. Maybe the latter would have been a preferable course. Everton is usually
愛華頓炒飛機。
from those kind of situations as well. Got a magnificent goal for a free kick on his debut. It's only his 9th cap tonight. He's only got his citizenship in August, born in Brazil. Everton. Couldn't get it back down, could he? Ended up and over.
Oi!
The thing is to get that ball to dip and go where you want it to. But after that, not a hectic first few minutes from a Hong Kong point of view. Look like they've settled a little bit now.
大家準備定碼戶口登入，有想法啦，將會買一注睇睇波先嘅。大家準備定碼戶口登入啊！伊朗對阿聯酋嘅賽事，準備買，大家買好戶口登入咗先。
12 previous matches, no wins. Palestine 8 previous matches, no wins. So something may give tonight. He'll certainly hope so, you're nervous. Especially one promotion to the Bundesliga in his first coaching job. That was some points.
伊朗隊第一個入球1.38倍買一注，睇睇波注。伊朗隊第一個入球1.38倍一注。伊朗隊第一個入球1.38倍一注，成交。寫低佢先。巴勒斯坦入波。剛剛買咗伊朗第一個入球1.38倍一注，揀撳廣告掣先。翻到嘅朋友記住 live 直播中紅原點，感謝你們。
What a fantastic bowling. Questions will be asked, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, you've still got to go and attack it. You've still got to bury it. And that is exactly what it did. Down this right-hand side again, it's something they've identified. The goalkeeper can't come for that because of the pace on the ball. It's wonderfully whipped into that near post area. It's gone just over him.
香港隊暫時落後緊1-0。
And buries this header down into the ground, bounces up, keeper's got no chance. What a goal, what a start this is as well for Palestine.
嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 啊，舉手之勞多多幫忙，感謝你們。希望將個 like 數衝上35以上。暫時手持一注伊朗第一個入球，睇睇波先，1.38倍。
But it was a classic centre forward turner, wasn't it? Heading it down, Exactly as you're coached to do. I mentioned earlier that Musa Batat's delivery from the right would be key. I don't think it would only take 12 minutes, but it was a wonderful ball in.
Good goal with that ball in, the delivery. They played in the full-back position. I love seeing wingers and full-backs getting down that line, whipping balls into the box, and that quality was top draw.
Can Hong Kong fashion some kind of response? They might get a ball in here. No, they did really well, Lamar, to keep that in. So to call the kick. Hong Kong have only scored one goal in their two previous matches here. They're going to need to score at least twice now to have any hope whatsoever of making a round of 16. Long way to go though. The free kick here for Palestine.
And the players just committed themselves to that. Too much in that whistle had already gone for the free kick.
It's only Palestine's third appearance in an Asian Cup finals. Lost all three of their games in 2015, but then the last edition, they drew with both Syria and Jordan before losing to Australia.
Did a couple of their games last time as well, over in the UAE. I think he did one as well. Trevor, they are progressing as well as a nation. Hong Kong at a different rate, Palestine at a different rate. In fact, some of the bigger coaches in this tournament are coming out saying there's no more minnows because the standard has shrunk of how the gap used to be. It used to be a big gap, but it's not that big anymore.
One throw from Yi Chen. He jumped in. It wasn't a free kick there, Palestine. It was certainly the arms of Farah, who didn't waste any time at all in getting it free. It might benefit. This is the goal scorer of the ball. It's out. Actually finds it for Batat.
That was a real chance then, Trevor, because the goalkeeper released that quickly and they almost got the perfect move. But the Bill wanted it on his left foot, that was the problem.
Batat. Well, again, he won't get through though. That time it was well watched by Yi Chen. Is that all? Rather deeper than he would ideally want to be, the centre forward.
香港隊左路，哎呀，啱啱出咗界，愛華頓啊又係。
It's kind of an inverted winger, isn't he? He kind of switches from left to right, but he just wants to almost cut in every possible opportunity he gets.
Yeah, that's how he causes his troubles to the defenders. You never know whether it's going to go in or out then. He's trying to come inside and then drop that shot with both feet as well that can prove tricky.
鐘先生又係有機會嘅。呢場巴勒斯坦又可能1-0，同頭先1-1咁一樣，唔通？伊朗左邊，哎呦，出咗界，第二角，伊朗第二角。
We might see a little bit of game management now from Palestine, just slowing it down, passing it around. You can see that Hong Kong, they're working the shape of this Hong Kong team. It's when they're going to press and how quickly they press to win it back. Could be the issue here now.
喂，伊朗爭啲頂入，頂波底。基本上佢一個頂晒，頂波底伊朗，爭啲入波頭先。
Certainly enjoying majority of possession. Palestine so far, just past the quarter hour here. And they deservedly lead.
出咗局㗎，敍利亞頭先贏咗，中國出咗局㗎。
See, they're comfortable. So they don't mind going all the way back to the keeper. There's comfort there with that. That's your stopgap. Hong Kong have to go and force the issue now.
Batat. Just looked a really compact footballer and scored it again. It's a little bit unlucky. He knew what he had to do there, Gabert. Just couldn't find Turbisay with the pass. He's made a great start. The number 11 plays in Belgium at Charleroi. This is his most of glory. Fabulous cross. Textbook centre forward header. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's got a pedigree. He was top scorer in the Kuwaiti League a couple of years ago. It's his international debut at the 20 years of age. Aru. Thanks for picking out across. There's no all there. Let's see the defenders. We think England goes through this. That's a beautiful piece of skill from Evan Warder. They're warming to this now, Palestine. Just was a little bit too low.
巴勒斯坦左右兩邊出波啊，高空攻上去攻打香港。嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 啊，支持一下，希望將個 like 數狂升至35以上，感謝你們。暫時手持伊朗第一隊入球，第一個入球一注睇睇波。越位。
Problems for United early on here. Give it away rather cheaply again. It's a move. Say out. Either one thing or the other, really.
Down as a shot on target or a shot on goal. It did have a young man scrambling across, going.
Excellent header. Mohamed Salah. Khalil. Started pretty well. Khalil brought into the
possible penalty， 但唔係越早為先，越早為先喎，但係佢應該會出 possible penalty 呢樣。巴勒斯坦左邊又嚟，巴勒斯坦，喂冇事。越早為先手球，所以冇12碼嘅，繼續0-0伊朗。角球第3個喺伊朗已經。
Trying to get a piece of it, playing full by Luke should be.
They've sorted themselves out properly. This Palestinian side. Turn around that first game that they had, that 4-1 loss to Iran. You remember they changed the centre back at half time and they brought in Salah and him and Termanini have really got some sort of understanding. And when you say Batat, there's another change now in that back line with Khalil coming in. They've settled extremely well as a back unit and a back four.
Well, we're midway through the first half, and Hong Kong really haven't had a shot in hand yet, but other than that rather clean free kick was well off target. Absolutely. Broke kindly for Evan Warder. That's not a bad ball either.
巴勒斯坦左邊。
Always beating the far post. But he was going to get to Macron Tabooski continue to create chances.
He is the handful. He is the problem. Look at that, in between the centre back and the full back, making a great run. But could he have rolled it into the middle? Sion wanted it. I think it's just gone against him. He's had to take that shot on himself. Just snatched at it slightly, didn't he? Wasn't sure. You can see where he hits the ball right on the floor. It didn't just sit up flush for him to strike straight through it. I don't know how there's a good chance though.
Yeah, angle was.
哇！伊朗呢球
You can see
四
his
個，
appetite for goal. Twice as many shots already for the team in one. The there is an off it again. So it's strike up a good one on the inside. It's a free kick for Hong Kong. Just a little tug of UCM shirt.
伊朗4個。
That free kick. But they're physical as well. That's why you don't get an easy game when you're coming up against Palestine. You know it's going to be physically demanding, physically testing.
哇！伊朗嗰啲角球都幾具威脅喎，伊朗其實。
got away with that. It's a slightly loose touch, but no harm done. I think Sean Anderson.
伊朗啲角球都幾具威脅。
Back into this match at the moment.
Sometimes it's not your day, sometimes you're not good enough. There are little things and indicators, but you can't write off this Hong Kong China side because the spirit and the fight that they showed against Iran means it tells you that they do have a lot in them. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, really sporting from Dever. Saw that Hong Kong had a man down, even though they were in a semi-promising position. He's put it out so that there could be some treatment here for the injured party.
Players know, Trevor, that's the thing. Players do know. If somebody's really got an injury, then they'll know. Is that the shoulder?
Yes, and that's what kept him out the first game, Nunes. And you just think if you're not completely 100% in terms of the injury healing, there's always a chance of aggravating it again. Let's hope for his sake he hasn't done that.
I'm sure they've had the cortisone injections or
伊朗1-0，冇越位係嘛？伊朗1-0。Iran， 伊朗收錢。
Yeah, this doesn't look good at all. It really does.
有買到伊朗第一個入球嘅朋友，揮揮手做個好朋友。有買到伊朗第一個入球嘅，打個1字。今日就暫時領先緊1.07注。Lucky Ming Lucifer 都有中啦 ，Shing B 買咗半一都正，買咗半一都正。嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 啊，舉手之勞，多多幫忙，感謝你們。澤西哥依場買咗啲咩？
Soon as we saw him holding that shoulder, you just feared the worst, didn't you?
Because it was a coming together, it wasn't a landing, it wasn't anything.
澤西哥未買，澤西哥係審慎投注嘅表姐嚟嘅。受傷啊！香港隊球員要換人，膊頭受傷，舊患嚟嘅。
Well, that's a sad sight. We obviously wish Nunes speedy as possible recovery. Might take a little while.
Nunes 4號啊。哇！有點痛苦喎個樣都。
So Li Nai Hoi is coming on. Very experienced.
Mr. Chow 即買即入，好開心。你繼續打上去更開心。
Just slotting there into that back line. Unfortunate.
巨注打上啊！期待你啊，Mr. Chow 要巨注啊！巨注啊！繼續贏啊！巨注打上。
Be a free kick here for Hong Kong. At least a chance to try and.
嚟到朋友希望俾個 like 啊！舉手之勞多多幫忙，感謝你。
Really, any stage we're nearly half an hour in now. That's all. Disappointing.
It's a tight position as well that he was in there. Might have been better just to try and turn around and keep possession. Oh, not bodies in the box either.
仲要食多幾轉先 ，Mr. Chow 你真係好鬼衰。
She's all-time top scorer from China. Already played there 18 goals, but internationally, only 3 second cap. So, player would need to goal just for a confidence boost. Absolutely else as Alana clears. Lost it way out the border, but really have penetration on that ball in. Hasn't really got into the game yet, Michael Unamusa, as you call it. He's not had much service, to be fair to him.
No, and that's been tough for him as well. Having to work a little bit harder to drop back in to try and get on the ball and create issues and problems.
Sky clearance. Leading. That's it. So rarely wastes the ball like that.
現在再觀察下先，唔使心急，贏錢慢慢贏。哇！香港有機會啦！哎呀，太短啦！陳兆軍啊，呢球啊嘥咗，但係其實係佢中間個俾得太短俾佢啊，陳兆軍啊，俾得太短啊，俾長少少佢就到多啲啊，俾得太短咧，佢要兜翻轉頭射咧。陳柏雄嘅仔，陳兆軍。陳兆軍炒飛機，但係傳嗰個短傳咧傳得太短啊！但係雖然係短咗少少，但係其實就應該都要射好啲嘅。哇！而家又有啊香港隊，佢呢球又處理得差啊！呢球太慢啦！呢個 Everton 啊11號，哇！太慢啦大佬，佢控定咧仲慢條斯理咁樣樣，佢應該一控前即射，其實冇理由咁樣控。伊朗準備嘅嚟嘅。啱啱呢個 Everton 係控得耐，控得多咗，控得差，起腳機會都冇晒。罰球，香港隊右路 K 角位。又係 Everton 啦，頭先第一腳射門係炒晒飛機啊！睇佢斬入去點啊？佢唔會想射啊！Everton 應該掉入去啊！睇下，哇2-0啊！伊朗，說不聲，伊朗說不聲2-0，其實真係幾勁伊朗。冇買第二個入球，諗住等多陣睇多陣先。 2-0啊已經。恭喜恭喜頭先買咗半一嘅朋友，星 B 買咗半一，食晒全價啦。咦，可能有越位喎，可能有越位喎，要 VAR 喎，可能，或許要 VAR， 可能有越位啊！睇慢鏡，睇慢鏡可能有越位，未一定係有2-0住，睇慢鏡有機會有越位，我覺得60%有越位啊！咦，佢話入咗啊？我覺得60%有越位啊！我覺得60%機會越位係應該淨係1-0啫，似有越位啊！似係有越位嘅，冇佢突咗出嚟啊！佢個身似有越位啊，60%有越位啊！咦？好似指咗，咦？越咗位係嘛？未知喎，越咗位喎，好似越咗位，睇睇先。定越定唔越啊？我唔知啊而家。佢球證指係指佢唔知指乜，聽緊啫仲睇緊啊！越咗位啊！1-0嘅仲係越咗位。
We see the replays in slow motion. Yeah, I don't think there was much intent there, was there, from the clearly the right decision. I reckon he'd be really happy that the move, not just because it's team in front, but just the way they're playing. I think he'd be a little bit touchy and a little bit wary over the last couple of minutes because Hong Kong China got themselves that foothold. They've got into the game now. They've turned up. So I think he'd want his side now to try and keep the ball a little bit more, try and force and push on that advantage they had earlier.
He could take it very deep. Cleared away. Not cleared up by Gerby. Loses touch. There's a bit too much of that from Hong Kong always there, like he's kind of hitting the hopes up the pitch. Need someone to put their foot on the ball.
哇！伊朗又嚟，係可以買第2球㗎啦，準備啊，等一等先，我係等合適嘅時機。
I just think that Jordan Anderson would like to see a bit more composure from his team when they've got possession.
That's the correct word. That is absolutely spot on. Trevor, they need that composure. When they're on the ball, keep the ball. Put 3 or 4 passes together, put 5, 6 passes together next. Instead, at times, as you mentioned, they're going long, they're just trying to clear the ball, and then they fight and scrap for that further up the field of play. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but you've got to start winning those second balls and you build from there. That's what they're not doing. They're not winning enough of those second balls.
Germany needs free kick. Way off by Abu Warder. Goodbye. Settle for the throw. He's spent in the Jordanian Pro League, so Goodbye. So Javata look at that. Get the flick. It might work for them, but they'll come all the way across and get a throw on this side.
I just wondered if Karoub was going to go on to that, and absolutely now one into the top corner.
That's what's the movement? Much ado about nothing in the end. Four straight defeats for Hong Kong since they beat China in a friendly on New Year's Day. That was a big result for them too. Really friendly, but excellent win. The problem is they haven't conceded the first goal in each of their last 8 matches. You're just making life very difficult with that kind of statistic. Dudabaluza's layoff is behind you, see there. with Everton, but no joy. No question, the better passing has come from Palestine. Tried to turn with De Boer, and he used it very intelligently too. He waited for a cross.
Whoa! 巴勒斯坦又整球。
Not sure how close that was. He certainly caught it cleanly enough.
Oh, he did. Nice play, and you're right. Palestine moving through the lines, then getting the ball out into that wide area. It's a nice little chop back here as well. Gets the ball out of his feet quickly. Over wider. Again, just comes around the shot rather than through it, which is why it's always edging away from the goal.
Pretty much a permanent fixture in this team since his debut 5 years ago. He scored his first goal for a year in September against Oman. Control that time though, over order. Well, having to keep tabs on Everton. It's a dangerous game of ball at feet, that's why.
份頭有冇12碼？
I don't think so. Don't think so.
Not for me. And he's on his way down. But will there be a check?
誒右角球。
Sportingly.
咁買伊朗第二個入球啊！
Actually,
一注1.48倍，伊朗第二個入球一注1.48倍，伊朗第二個入球一注1.48倍，伊朗第二個入球一注1.48倍，撳緊啦！1.49喎，而家1.48唔俾我買，1.49，1.48唔俾我買。伊朗第二個入球1.49，撳緊㗎啦！1.50，撳緊1.50，又好似又變翻1.49咁。總之而家1.50啦，撳緊。好，成交。伊朗第二個入球1.50倍，一注。
Between the two strikers.
現在手持伊朗第二個入球1.50倍，一注。撳撳廣告掣先，翻嚟嘅朋友記住 live 直播中同原點，感謝你們。
There you see it. Almost 70-30 possession-wise. And look at this. Space here for Sayam.
2比0嘅差啲，謝家榮啱啱撲到。
Looked like it was guaranteed to be 2-0, but De Boer was denied by Seykal Wing. What a let-off that was. Saved by the goalkeeper. Big odds on to score there, the number 11. After some excellent work from Sayam. Here he is again, Sayam. Suddenly getting himself involved with a goal and an assist in this tournament so far. To end the first half on a high, just over 3 minutes left of normal. So there'll be plenty more to add though for that unfortunate injury to Nunez. Anywhere will do as far as UCL is concerned.
They had to just clear their lines, but that man that's come in has done his job tonight, hasn't he? To go in. The save it was again, it's down this right hand side where Palestine are having all the joy. Sam just plays it in the middle. Keeper's done well there. Come off his hip and then his hand.
Iran will have a second goal very soon, hopefully.
Palestine's second goal.
Yeah, League 9 will be relieved because it was deflected off him very kindly. Made a bit of a deal of dealing with it. Here's Abu Warder. Excellent play. Just a goal kick.
Again, they're all looking for that.
伊朗有球員受傷。
To get those crosses in. They will sparking out a few more instructions of what he wants from his team. So to drop back in there. It's almost much like they go with a 5 when the first long ball goes forwards, where Hedgley just drops in there as well to have that defensive cover.
One run again from Sayer. He looks so good going forward, but he's the kind of player who just neglects his defensive duties. Goalkeeper just about clear it away. Aru. Foot in for tension lock. Ball is on the chase. Got a bit of a bang in the face there, I think, inadvertently.
It's not too bad though.
Hasn't scored in his last 15 games, and as a striker, that starts to get worrying, doesn't it, psychologically?
Yeah, it does, but you know what it's like when you get one on the buses, you get 2, 3, 4, they all come at once.
Long throw into the box, trying to get the first touch. It was aimed at all, but he couldn't reach it. Now maybe
巴勒斯坦反擊。
Palestine, they've got players screaming forward. Well, bringing everybody back just about. This is Kumba. Sayer. Halil. Just for a moment, looked like Hong Kong might have been a little bit short, maybe going to be overrun there, but they were very quick, midfielders in getting back goal side. On by Batat, it's gone for the return and he won't get it. He's going to bring that back though, I think. Foul on Sayer.
You just got caught.
上半場保持6分鐘伊朗，我諗香港呢場都唔少嘅，都5分鐘啦可能。好，香港呢場都係6分鐘嘅，兩邊都係保持6分鐘。
Yeah, just left his mark there, didn't he, Jensen one. So Batat to take. The person that usually delivers superbly from that kind of range. High, tangy, just wasn't enough pace on it. Very difficult for Michael Termelini there to get any kind of velocity into his header. They had that little spell, Hong Kong, didn't they, where Shensu had that great chance that he spooned over. Since then, it's kind of as you were with Palestine asking all the questions.
Yeah.
Maybe now.
香港隊有到撳出嚟，冇解圍。
Cheers from the Palestinian fans as that.
巴勒斯坦，哇！呢個爆落去又爆到喎。
Very direct. Needs a bit of support. Tried to thread the needle there through the Kumba. Sayer was retrieved it though. That's a dangerous ball. It just looked like Kumba and DeBer were kind of back on their heels a little bit. Look, they might have made something out of that, which a clever little side foot into a dangerous area. Sayer again. Looking for a second before half time. Quite get the height he wanted to reach the third cross. Chelsea Clark, stopped by Batak. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far. Palestine captain. Aru. Batak. Aru's gone for it again. Did he keep it in? He did, but couldn't get any kind of purchase on the cross. Tension lock. Looking for all. Wasn't much of a jump from him. Life fairly comfortable for his marker. Aru. Just a lack of concentration.
嚟到朋友記住俾個 like 呢段片啊，希望將個 like 數跳升到40以上，感謝你們。 今日暫時領先1.07注，現在手持伊朗第2個入球1注。
It's going to be interesting, the half-time team talk there from Anderson. How's he going to get his boys fired up like they were against Iran in that last game? Really stubborn and stout they were, difficult to break down. And as they've come up against the Palestinian side today, that just has scored when they needed to.
Better move forward by Kirby.
Wow! Everton 都盤扭都幾好，成喺右路盤扭個，今日佢盤扭得唔錯，11號。11號盤扭得唔錯，射門都 OK， 我覺得呢個射得合理啦嚇，即係冇炒飛機嗰啲，呢個射得合理。佢左右腳都得喎，左右開弓喎。頭先個射罰球用左腳嘅喎 ，Everton 左右開弓喎。
Straightforward game for the referee so far. Hasn't had to reach what's looked good. Had any VAR choices?
It's not been that type of game though, has it? It's been more about control for me and the way that Palestine have controlled the game, controlled the pace, controlled the tempo. Hong Kong, they've had that 10-minute spell where they look really, really lively, but Palestine have been in charge.
That was lovely from Sayan. Backhand cross. Almost got a deja vu moment. Two look so threatening, and this flank in particular, Palestine, well, they have threat from the other one as well. Sayan. Seeing a lot of the ball. Couldn't catch that with any kind of authority at all.
No, not really. Really look to bring others in. A little bit selfish saying there.
Plays a football in Thailand. The goal he scored actually against Iran. It's his first year and a half in this country.
Just wait to find the end of the first half. Was it 6 minutes into stoppage time?
Well, we're nearly at that point here. Half a minute to go with time added on. Stay down. Once again. Stumped up the pitch. They've had no joy really with that tackle.
Where's the second ball going? It's gone to a white shirt. That's what I'm saying, Trevor. You can play that way, but what you've got to do is you've got to get more red shirts in and around that area to go and fight for that second ball. That's the ball you need to pick up, and that's where you play from. That's where Everton becomes very dangerous.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit too predictable, and so far, other than that one chance.
好，上半場完場，伊朗對 UAE， 巴勒斯坦對香港都係上半場完場啦。兩邊都係1-0。而家小休片刻。We will play some music for 5 minutes and then we will come back for the second half of Iran versus United Arab Emirates。播一陣音樂先，翻到嚟再同大家睇香港對巴勒斯坦嘅下半場賽事，同埋睇下伊朗希望入第2球，咁我哋就爽歪歪啦。一陣再傾。 Hello， 大家好，歡迎大家翻到嚟。今次亞洲杯雙料娛樂單邊投注嘅賽事，香港對巴勒斯坦同埋伊朗對阿聯酋。上半場中咗伊朗第一個入球，下半場睇下會唔會中埋伊朗第二個入球。咁同時間都為香港隊打氣，準備開波。同時間我都會刷一刷牙，一路睇波一路刷牙，一路中波。
Changes to either side at the break. So where we go, Palestine in white, attacking all the way to our left. Just wonder if a second Palestine goal would start out of Hong Kong. Around 70 position. Palestine in that felt like it too. Followed by Haroub. Is that a hand? Yes, it was. Free kick.
Just flicked on, didn't it? Trying to claim innocence, but when the hand goes up like that, then it is a handball. Look at those Hong Kong fans on that far side. No matter what, they're enjoying themselves and they're really, really trying to get behind their team.
Towards Everton. She won the header, but really gives it a stick there. Not a chance to do anything with it. They've got to keep the ball actually, then pull back. It's over the top, looking for more. Flicked away by Mahajni. This is Haroub. Mahajni again. That's a perfect ball again. It's more intelligently shuffling it wide. There's no room for the shot. Not yet anyway. Adam Warner.
巴勒斯坦左邊，喂，禁區，危險，危險，香港隊，伊朗左邊突破，睇下點樣做呢個組織啦，都靚，射門曳咗少少，繼續伊朗，喂，呢度射埋去。巴勒斯坦右路，入網2-0，又係頭槌，又係右邊斬出嚟，一模一樣嘅情況啊！巴勒斯坦又係右路斬出嚟，應付高空波，香港隊好似有啲問題喎，而家兩球都係右路斬出嚟啊！
Again, where they've posed all those problems in that first 45 minutes. John Anderson looking on, wondering what his side has to do to try and compete in this one. They've come out, they've started like a house on fire, Palestine. They've turned that screw. VAR is looking at this. We'll soon see why. There's the overlapping run. Another delicious ball into that near post area.
I don't see anything problematic with that. So this is something here.
Was it the arm leading slightly ahead? Is that what it is?
Maybe it's got a this will be the angle.
It's what with the angle. Let's have a look. Does the arm go up? No, it's off his head. That's a goal, and it's a clean goal. Again, not too big that we do about that either. It's a perfect header. It's come almost off his back and the shoulder of his back and gone past the keeper. New start to the second 45 minutes then for Palestine.
Big moment as well for the 21-year-old. It's his first international goal on the occasion of his fourth cap. Bragging rights over his older brother, who's on the bench tonight. Got it too. It was Chelsea Quad who was up there. It's not the big
Rồi,
one,
thằng siêu quá đánh đó.
great sprint, but he couldn't hit the target.
I couldn't. Again, just another little warning for Palestine not to turn off. It's that flick on that's the key. You can see Khalil just caught out of position, the wrong side of his man, but doing just enough to put him off.
Could be wrong, but I think it's about the first time.
Palestine又喺右路啦。
Meanwhile, Palestine on the charge again.
哎呀，又係咁啊，爭啲。
And that was a really important touch. It's going to be out for a goal kick, but there was danger just a few moments before. Every time they get the ball out wide, Palestine and cross, Hong Kong look to be in big trouble.
Yeah, they're all over the place, aren't they, when they're in those wide areas, delivering that quality into the box.
Two deliveries from Bata have produced both goals for Palestine.
伊朗射門，哇！伊朗呢下。
Bit early to start talking about players who might make team of the tournament. There's been a bit of spat between Chen Su-Kwan and
陳少君有啲火啊！
He's going to do some sorting out here. Well, we've had an issue so far. Sean Evans, the official here.
Which one does he do now? What does he do with this?
It was kind of much ado about nothing really.
It is, of course, you did give him a shove in the back. There's no question or doubt about that. There you can see the arm.
Free kick taken, no cards issued. And a shot way over the top for Everton.
They've had half chances, really, haven't they? I mean, there's clear cuts and there's clinical, same with the right to have been in that final third. We say, though, don't we? If you don't take your chances, it could come back to haunt you and you could be punished.
Just to go back to what I was saying, a bit early to talk about players who might be in the team for the tournament, but I tell you what, looks so better. See, Tim, you've been a right back so far here.
I wouldn't disagree with you at all. It's one of those, though, he's a 7.5 and 8 out of 10 every time. Yeah, one of the first names on the team sheet. You know what you're going to get from him. And
又係右路吧，呢下。
He's on the ball again now. Look at the energy he's got. It's still going. He looks at it back as well. He does lead by example, this skipper.
亂射唔係，哇！
Ball as well. Good between their teeth at the moment, Palestine. On the twist of the turn, Sayed. It's good to find a teammate with that thing.
a cheeky back heel there, though, that almost came off. Interesting, isn't it, when you turn around and you think now about the scoreline in the other game that's been played simultaneously. We've had just the one goal up, but the head one disallowed for VAR. Could we see more goals and could we see Palestine go through automatically? I'm sure that's what they'll be hoping for, and that's what they'll be aiming for, which is why they've come out like this. They want goals, they look hungry.
Yeah, just to do the maths for you. So UAE 4 points, they're losing 1-0. Their goal difference currently +1. Palestine, if they win, they still have 4 points. Their goal difference currently -1. But they're trying for a third goal here. Abu Warder waiting for Khalil to deliver. Over in no man's land. It was really indecisive there. Saykar wing, and more by luck than judgment. But his net didn't bulge again.
It's another lovely ball, isn't it? They're in that wide area, and it's a teaser because it's over the top of the keeper. I just wondered out if Sam had gone and been a little bit more positive with that header, if he hadn't put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, whatever Matt said at half time clearly had the desired effect because his team have been irresistible. They didn't play 10 minutes in the second period yet. It's a bit, say cocky, it was very, very confident, you could say, wasn't it, by Navarro?
Yeah. You're absolutely spot on with what you said. The first time, overconfident, I think. Players don't like that, you know, and that's how you get injuries because somebody may take not too much and let you know that it is a game of football the next time that you get the ball at your feet.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah.
Haroon's pass. Looking for the loser. That was very savvy defending by Temelini. He knew he was going to get the foul or the goal kick, one or the other.
Again, all you've got to do is just get your body in the way. And you basically draw the foul because you know what's going to happen. You've got a big frame as well. You're trying to shepherd it out. You feel that nudge in the back, you go to Graham, and you do win the free kick inevitably.
Double change here for Hong Kong. Wong Wai is coming on, number 10. He's a really creative player.
陳少君俾了隊場。
Chancellor's ball has come off. And Juninho is on as well, in place of Richard King. Juninho's second cap. To wait for his citizenship to come through. He needs another very offensive player. Well, he has to gamble now, and that's no choice. 2-0 down. The threat here, Hong Kong. Headed was from Temelini. Clearance is more up than out. So gets it away eventually.
They play the way that they have been playing, not here now. They are pushing an extra body or two further forward, so they can go long, they can crowd that area and pick up those second balls.
Maybe here, so was decisive from Salah. Excellent play from the centre back. Good ball of chase, but won't reach it.
Slight miscue. Just trying to chip it down into that channel. It was actually really filled up.
Yeah, a few late comers. Maybe they watched some of the first half and thought, yeah, we'll have some of this. Turned up for the second. So one all the way through to Sekowi.
Not been disappointed then. We've seen a goal within the first couple of minutes.
哇！阿聯又整個冷
Is there
戰。
more to come? That's the question.
有前場交個球，香港隊又整個手榴彈戰術㗎啦，原則上有。
Absolutely, you get your shape back and you fend properly then.
Everton again, nice turn.
你唔係手榴彈戰術喎，竟然。
The worst ball if someone had really gambled and gone near post.
Disagree with that at all. It's almost as something out of nothing. No win situation for Everton on that occasion, but he still managed to get the ball in.
Halil. Not by UCD. Looking for more. Really well marshalled by Salah.
哇！大鑊阿聯酋，喂！好彩伊朗球員快一步，哇！
Looking to get the flick there with the loser there. throw. They need to find a way to get back into this. It's not again the full back with the throw. Or is always the target. Sometimes trying to flick it on. Try again. Everton.
喂呀，笠咗佢，禁區又冇用。2打2啊，巴斯坦。哦，哇，中未？唉，補射3-0。咦？哦。
No wonder the flags are flying. I think the game's up for United Arab. Fierce strike from distance.
呢邊大鑊啦，阿聯又可能有12碼，咁我哋嗰一注就滴晒汗啦。好似阿聯又可能12碼。
Is it going to happen? It was a 2-on-2 situation. Brilliant goalkeeping from Hamada to release that early, but it was the quality of the ball as well. Wonderful play from Sayat. Outside, no question. But you've got to be in the right place at the right time. And he absolutely was, wasn't he? Little 6-yard tapping after it comes off the woodwork to give them that 3-goal deficit.
Some more, that's the question. Super hit, wasn't it? And as all good strikers do, he was right there when the ball came back, whether it was off the frame of the goal or had the goalkeeper saved it. First to react. That Debut celebrating again. 2 for Debut, 3 for Palestine. Hugely impressive. Might have to taste some more here as well. It's Debut again.
I'm telling you, they're hungry. They know what's going on at the other place. And they want to make themselves and give themselves the bestest opportunity to finish runners-up in the group.
So Palestine now have their goal difference at 0.
哎呀，12碼阿聯又，咁我哋嘅一注就滴汗咯。阿聯又12碼。
And another free run, and the Palestinians will find themselves in second place. Especially because Hong Kong just have to go hell for leather now, they've no choice.
Yeah.
They're going to leave holes defensively.
Well, that's what they've done. They've got 4 on top. You can see from
UAE got a penalty. Very disappointing.
Everton with the throw. Leaves it for Insane. Corner given.
香港隊角球。
Not going to get that one in, you know.
I think he thought it was going to be a goal kick, and he had taken the corner very quickly. They need to get a move on there, that's an understatement. Everton. Not the cross he was looking for.
It's far too flat, wasn't it? And no pen, no whip on it to bring it back in towards the goal. Does he think about damage limitation? Does he turn around and go, this is the last game? Do we go out there and really try and give a good account of ourselves? It's an interesting one.
I think he might talk out and play some glory, might be. I mean, there's nothing to lose. Get one back, who knows? So far, as you see, they've only had one shot on target. Hong Kong. Good conversion rate, though, for Palestine. 3 of their 5 shots on target have gone in. And look at this, they're numbers there as well, if they could have played that right. So waiting on this near side. Everton, no foul. Yeah, in fact, he has acknowledged that the referee and played the advantage. Didn't reach all though.
撲出，未輸得呢一注。
Good bar.
伊朗龍門撲出，呢一注未輸得。Penalty kick saved by Iranian goalkeeper.
Yeah, completely underneath that ball before striking it. Looks like there's another little niggle or knock to one of the Hong Kong players, which isn't good.
UAE have had a penalty saved much against Iran. The Saudis' spot kick was kept out, so they stay a goal down, and as things stand, level with Palestine on points, and their lead over the Palestinians by a goal difference becoming progressively smaller. We've got to look at the third goal.
伊朗會唔會入啊？入網，第二個入球搞掂。伊朗 Iran 伊朗伊朗第二個入球收錢。而家巴勒斯坦可能會次名出線。今晚成績1.57注，收穫。歡迎大家 PayMe 轉數快二維碼支持一下，或者 YouTube Super Chat 支持一下，都非常之好㗎。感謝你們。睇下而家呢一組形勢，好似係巴勒斯坦而家係次名添。哦，唔係喎，2-0。咦，而家係真係睇睇先啊 ，Go forward go。巴勒斯坦而家係第2位喎，有機會。因為巴勒斯坦入5球失5球，阿聯又係入4球失4球而家。感謝林建明嘅強勁打賞。而家睇下伊朗對阿聯酋呢場仲有冇咩商機啦？哇！伊朗又嚟，越位呢球，呢球越位，入咗第3球，不過越位，呢球越位，大家唔好唔開心。應該越位喎呢球。大家有買到伊朗第2個入球嘅，揮揮手做個好朋友，打個2字。如果大家買咗伊朗第2個入球嘅，打個2字。咦，明思思啊買咗，恭喜恭喜！林建明都買咗。
Another Warder is off. Kumbar, who scored the second goal, is off. Get Rashid and Hassan on. And we've got this double change coming up for Hong Kong China. Malusa is coming off. Hasn't really managed to get into the game in that one. Really good run. Where he sets up Chad Supwan, who should have scored. Shinichi Chan is the other man to make way. Well, as things stand, just working this out, so Palestine now with a goal difference of 0. United Arab Emirates with a goal difference of 0. Palestine scored one more goal.
So they go through.
Yes, if it stays this way, because the head-to-head was a draw, so they have to go to the other criteria. So at the moment, Palestine are going to finish second in this draw. Who would have thought that?
They did say they came out at the start, Trevor, and they looked hungry. They want goals. They wanted more goals. So now the question is can John Anderson play spoiler? Can Han Kwan get something in this game?
Literally took about 5 minutes off. We said if Palestine score again, if Iran score again, and both have happened. Bata, who's still full of running, he's still going. By his standards, not the best delivery. Essentially, the shot was on for Ashley. Ashley again. Rather more comfortable in that position than on the edge of the box, firing at the shot you would suspect. Very much defensive midfielder. It's a little bit clumsy from Ravi Hamada. Soft giveaway of a throw. First touch from Pereira. Be aware that once you've got a Hong Kong goal or a UAE goal, would change things again. But as it stands, Palestine in second. Sun Ming with the throw. Talking about confidence, brilliant from Sayan, although then he went and lost it. But he's not inhibited.
頭先好似冇乜人買咗第二個入球。
Penalty area, trying a few little tricks, flicks. Towards Everton, a little watched it. Header only went back into the danger area though, it was all trying to shoot. It was locked and it's still not properly clear.
香港隊禁區。
Look how many red shirts in that penalty area. Well, I've certainly got a gamble. And then again got there before Everton. And that's a better clearance, effective by Rashid.
But they're gambling defensively as well because it was 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 at the other end as well. So if they can defend well here, Palestine, and they get the ball forwards quickly, they're just going to check if that was a hand indeed, if there was contact made, if there was a penalty.
It was a real scramble inside the box. They had about 5 chances to get it clear. Palestine couldn't do it. I'll tell you what, anyone who follows the UAE will be interested in this. If it does become a penalty,
Don't forget, UAE missed the penalty themselves, so they could have had it in their own hands. The bench is keeping a keen, quick eye on everything that's going on down there.
no, he'll take anything he can get at the moment. You'll know there's no penalty. So we didn't see anything that was obvious, did we? But these days, you never know with handball.
Well, there was one a little bit earlier on in the Australia game where the lad had gone sliding in and he got skipped past, but he did just catch him. That was how Australia gained the lead in that game. VAR decision saying handball.
Out of play on that far side. Well, the second half was fairly whizzed by. Only got 16 minutes, so we've got time to go. Here it is.
That's his foot. Yeah. Clearly his foot. Yeah.
The thing is, had that hit him on the elbow, even though he wasn't even looking at the ball, that would probably have been given as a penalty.
Again, it's all relative now, isn't it? The ruling where is your arm by your side? Is it in a natural position? You've seen some given, you've seen some not given.
What right to take? Fourth corner, Palestine, but then any result. Not too bothered. Yeah, wasteful from the set piece from Hong Kong trader. Sayan holds it up. He's a classy individual, Sayan. That's a nice ball as well. Enjoyed themselves. It just came in on Hassan.
Moving forward quickly, aren't they?
巴勒斯坦禁區邊射門散中人。
Giving up to block it. Rashid still. Nicely done. And the shot is from Mahachni. Might have taken a slight deflection, but either way, straight and say Carling's throw.
Shouts and appeals in the crowd as well for a handball on that occasion.
Attack. Trying to get it through to the bird. Mahachni all the way back. 15 minutes to go. Palestine in complete control here. Not just in the stats, but at the moment, they're going through as of right in second place. It's taken 75 minutes, but the first yellow card's out for Tantrum Lock.
And you know what I said and what we said earlier about showboating and about being clever? He's just tried to do a little nutmegs. And I'm telling you, Tantrum Lock saying, I'm having none of that. He's just gone straight through him. A little bit of showboating here by Karoub. Whoops, there you go. That's why bang, he's gone. Nah, you're not doing that to me.
Not a lot of attempt to play the ball, was there?
Tantrum Lock.
As he said, he was just taking it out as a phone. I think there's a little bit of frustration. Yeah, actually, if there wasn't, the Hong Kong crowd. Away by Salah, he's looked very solid, hasn't he, with number 5? Not that there's been too many threatening moments in terms of Hong Kong causing any alarm at the back for Palestine. Nice feet from the hedge.
哇！伊朗爭啲。
By Hassan. That's it. For once, first touchdown again. Gets it back to Rashid. Still, that's it. Nicely. Trying to work a little 1-2 with Sayed. Goalkeeper's come a long way out here.
哎呀，巴勒斯坦龍門，好特殊喎！佢呢個做法。
Why did he not? I mean, it's worked for him, but he would have looked a bit of a Charlie if that had misfired, wouldn't he?
Yes, it would. And that's why I'm having a little chuckle. Because how many times do we see the goalkeeper fall over or it doesn't go out of play? But he's done just enough there. Very, very clever play from Hamada in goal to win that throw in.
Yes, you could do it when you 3-0 up. Well, I'm not sure he's aware of the implications of that scoreline in terms of what's going on in the other game with the group. Here's one for Hassan's interest. Keeper was out very quickly, saying Darwin. Will be a free kick for Hong Kong. Foul on the substitute. Here you go. Rashid. Playing in that position in midfield, but so far it looks like he's doing a good job.
哇！巴勒斯坦，
This could be a ball. The Shema.
喂！
Really should have been. It's turned into a very, very good save, by the way, from Tika Wing. Did enough to just come and kill that angle. But when you break through like this and it's poor defensive mistake and you allow that time and space, you
謝家榮擋出單刀。
him to score. Tama should have put that ball in the back of the net and given his side a little bit more breathing space. But yet again, the keeper
Just off his ankle or heel of his boot. Got it past the post. Rashid will take the corner. So it stays at 3. Still 2-0 run against the UAE, by the way. Just a word here with Michel Terminini from Sean Evans. Looking to make some mischief on the near post. Rashid's ball in. Not solidly by Kirby. Rashid again. Alil.
This was the one that turned the screw. He checked it to see that it was onside. You can see with the heel of the defender, Janis. Clearly onside was the blur.
Yeah, definitely not. See it like that. So, excellent technology that we're using here. That's going to be way over the top. So the automated offside technology, which uses 12 specialised cameras, and also makes use of artificial intelligence as well. We've got that in operation at all 51 matches. This is number 30, by the way, so we're more than halfway through now.
We were talking the other day, we did game 17, didn't we? And it was like a good third of the way through, or something like that. It was like, oh my goodness. You're right about the second half, though. It has absolutely flown by, and that's because of the positivity from Palestine going forwards and taking that game to Hong Kong.
There'll be a double change coming up shortly for Palestine. See the two subs there waiting to come on.
哦，仲未，伊朗3-0伊朗。
So Turner Sayed's coming off. He's done a lot of damage. Might not have
伊朗3-0。
but he's done everything but his shot that came off the bar that effectively set up the third goal. Ahmed Bahajni is the other man to make way, to allow Islam Batram on, who's an industrious midfielder. So Zubaydi, rather more attacking midfielder.
Yeah, fresh legs as well, that's going to be important because they don't want to concede now. They'll know exactly what's going on in the other game as well. They'll know the position that they are in.
Everton will take. Can't afford to concede though, otherwise they'll go back to third. Oh, a long way through. And only a goal kick. Just about everything's going Palestine's way. That could easily have diverted to a red shirt. It didn't. And we've got less than 10 minutes now, I think, of normal time to go. 3-0 Iran over UAE. So there's a little bit of breathing space for Palestine in terms of second place in the group.
Wow. What a complete turnaround. When it looked so comfortable for the United Arab Emirates earlier today that they would go through in second place if they could just get some, even if they lost by the odd goal. Complete turnaround.
First touch was
英斯斯派彩派走咗，恭喜你！歡迎大家，哇！巴勒斯坦又歡迎明斯斯可以強勁地用 PayMe 轉數快搖碼支持一下，或者 YouTube Super Chat 支持都非常之好㗎，感謝你們！伊朗要 checking 高喎。
Yeah, you do turn around and go, that was offside, it doesn't matter.
When this match started, UAE had 3 more points than Palestine and a goal difference that was better by 5. Crazy, what could happen? Palestine may not have finished either as far as scoring is concerned. Hassan is waiting in the middle, screaming for it.
3-0都唔知有冇嚟啊 ，check 緊高啊！
This is the beauty of football. It is, Trevor, because it didn't look as though that could be possible. But all of a sudden, a few goals here and there, what we mentioned at half time, and then bang, we're in a total different scenario. And that is why you can never predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, but how well has Palestine responded to that crowd debut?
唔入啊，仲係2-0啊！伊朗仲係2-0。
You obviously got the team selection bang on. You had them in exactly the right frame of mind. Final change. Kabur's not going to get his hat trick because he's coming off. The damage has been done. Abu Wali is on. A striker.
Also, Trevor, as we're just hearing, that goal has been disallowed because it was a VAR check, so there's no room for error again now.
No wiggle room. Still, as things stand, in second place though.
So he just led with the elbow, I think.
咦？又嚟喎伊朗，3-0啦！哇！依個講都唔入，我射都入啊，大佬！伊朗依球我射都入啊！
Yeah. It wasn't a wild swing.
He has been booked, however.
The difference is his intent. Did he mean to do it? Was it completely deliberate?
I'll tell you something else, Paul. If, I say if, Palestine finished second in this group, they played Tajikistan in the last 16, around the 16.
Wow.
So, what a chance for both of those nations. I don't think too many would have predicted that as a round of 16 tie, would they?
I know, I certainly didn't. And I'm pretty sure you didn't either.
I didn't.
There's plenty more twists and turns, and there's still a lot of spots to fill up over the next couple of days.
Tajikistan finished second in Group A, behind Qatar, who had a 100% record. The kickoffs, by the way, here and in that UAE match, almost to the second the same, but obviously there will be different amounts of stoppage time. In the minute after, at least they're threatened, but he's got to be careful, Tempton, look, he's been booked. But as soon as this come on, he thought better of it, didn't he, then? Hong Kong man then.
Yeah. Again, I think you mentioned it about 10 minutes ago about frustration, and it is starting to creep in a little bit now to Hong Kong, so she can't get anything going forwards and in that final third.
A little bit of long throw. They could get a fourth. You think that would pretty much settle the issue in terms of coming second, because then you know you would have to score twice.
Usually the goals for that really help them.
Shows how important that penalty miss was there in UAE then. Offside flag is up. We've got exactly 2 minutes of normal time to play at the end of this match, but there's going to be, as ever, quite a lot to add on, you think?
We've had the one real injury stoppage, wasn't it, when Chan went off in the second half?
I don't remember a single minute of time wasting by Palestine, I've got to say.
To be fair, you're right.
So, maybe it won't be like 10 or 12 as we've seen, maybe just like 6 or 7. Anyhow, they're still in the mood for another.
2次炸糊啊！印象中起碼係咪3次啊？真係唔知。印象中起碼2次炸糊。
Forward he goes from Salah. It's not a football. He's on again. Or he's had to come so deep, hasn't he, for much of this match, Matt Orr. Centre forward so many times, he's picked the ball up deep in his own half. Not reason really why Hong Kong have possession. Very many chances at all.
Yeah, not been at the races today. They had their game, that was against Iran, where they've showcased what they can do.
Towards Orr, one by Halil. You do wonder though, if you can't get up for a match of this magnitude with a place in the last 16 of the Asian Cup,
嚟到嘅朋友希望俾個 like 啊！臨走前都謝你們。
I'm going to give credit to Palestine because they've been at the races from the very, very first kick of that ball. And I think they deserve this. They had a 10-minute spell, Hong Kong, where they could have scored that goal. And if they'd have scored that, it might have been different. But since then, they've not earned the right to play. Palestine haven't. They've done it, deserve this.
7 minutes of time added on. We're into those now. Still 2-0 to Iran against UAE. It's not a bad ball either. Connects you with a light to the flag is up anyway.
保持13分鐘啊！伊朗，我都唔知點解伊朗可以保持13分鐘。
13 minutes. Well, still hope for the UAE though, in the sense of finishing second. I mean, 4 points is almost certainly going to get you through. It's not that UAE are in serious danger of being eliminated, but obviously, especially the way the draws worked out, you'd much rather finish second. It's going to be a Palestine free kick.
13 minutes. So this game could finish with Palestine in second place, and by the time the next game finishes, it could all change in the space of 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, irrelevant it should have been, because if that goes in from Hassan, they're pretty much guaranteed second spot. What a chance.
Golden opportunity, that one, wasn't it? Absolute golden chance. Played right on the shoulder, tucked in behind. And I tell you, what do we say about working the goalkeeper? Yet again, it's wasteful. And you mentioned they were wasteful in one of the other games as well, earlier in the tournament.
Yeah. They should beat UAE. Played against Medved for about 55 minutes, I think, from memory of that.
Where did they go?
That's a shot. Absolutely nothing's gone right for Hong Kong tonight. What the future holds for him. He's 2 years in the job. Well, certainly has had, I mentioned earlier, successfully under 23s in the Asian Games, but it's been a disappointing tournament, that's for sure.
But needs to be given time. It's the first time in many, many years that they're qualifying.
哇！阿聯酋
At this magnitude with all the national teams there. Just needs to be given another opportunity for the Asian Cup. So you sign them up for the next few years for the qualifiers and see how they go. Can they
國
qualify
球唔
again?
玩啊，睇埋場波就算啦。
Such a busy year, isn't it? The World Cup qualified. Look at as the Asian Champions League. There's Hassan. That's nicely done. Oh! You thought the net was going to bulge, didn't you? But it's just wide from Batran.
阿聯酋入翻一球。
Unbelievable. And a little bit touchy now on the sideline is the boot.
UAE have scored. Unless this gets overturned, United Arab Emirates have scored. Now that changes things up again massively. So now they're +1 in terms of goal difference, and Palestine are 0. So Palestine, as it stands, need another goal, or Iran to score another. I wonder whether that message is being relayed in any way. So I wouldn't have thought so. Don't know.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's just absolutely unbelievable. It's like we said, this game could finish and they were in second. As it is, it's not going to finish like that anyway.
Everton got a Palestinian down. It's come all the way through, and he just couldn't hook his foot round it to Newbler. They can all stay forward for the corner. Well, what drama here. The goal scorer for Iran is Al-Ghassani, who was the man who missed the penalty earlier.
It's from outside the box as well, so you wouldn't have thought.
你講邊個入咗第3球咯？伊朗對 UAE 唔叻球，入咗啱啱入咗，你可能瞓着咗啱啱。哇！伊朗
Well, it's been a fairly comfortable, stress-free night for our VAR officials. Let's see what's happening here.
It's been stressful for us though. These last 15 minutes.
Well,
because of what's happening.
More maths than. Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's a penalty.
It's hit his foot and then hit his hand right on.
His arm was out though. His arm.
check 緊12碼，香港隊有機會有個12碼喎。
Let's see what they say. See what VAR makes of this.
Well, we need to see obviously different angles, and I'm sure VAR will as well. He's walking across though, so he might be being asked to go and check it, and he is.
I think under the laws of the game, this is going to be a penalty.
This will be the second time today where a hand is in a position that it's not completely unnatural and a penalty is awarded. It was awarded earlier on in the Australia game. Will this one be awarded here?
Yeah, it's off the hand of Bata. I think when your arm's out at 90 degrees, it kind of gives officials and VAR whatever a reason to give the penalty. They've referred Sean Evans to his monitor, and we know what usually happens when that's the case.
I think this is more of a penalty than the one a bit earlier on today, because if you have a look, it's gone straight up in the air, and you are right, that arm is out. It is out, and that is an unnatural position, and that is the letter of the law. Again, it's hard for defenders now. It's really, really difficult. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to challenge for that ball with your hands behind your back? You can't, because you don't get the balance.
Yeah, the defenders union would have one case, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Others would have another. I mean, obviously, it's not intentionally handled it. We know that. But the way that the laws are framed now, I think this is going to be a penalty for Hong Kong. But he's looking at every possible. I mean, I don't think there are many angles you need to see. It's fairly clear what's happened. Then you have to make a decision off his boot and then onto his head.
Here we go. He's almost walk away and give us his decision. Here we go. Come on.
12碼香港隊。
Just always felt that would be the case, and so it's going to be a consolation.
香港隊要求12碼。
For Hong Kong, and if this goes in, almost certainly UAE are going to finish second.
Well, it's consistent because we saw one earlier on today, so that's the positivity that you get with VAR. It can basically put that line across the bottom, and it's not just down to individuals' thinkings or down to those individuals.
愛華頓射呢球12碼。
Team working together, and if you're going to do this and get these results right, then that's why the penalty's been awarded.
It'll be the left foot of Everton against Rami Hamada for a little bit of self-respect. Hong Kong China. He's a dead ball specialist. He's hit some wonderful goals from free kicks in his two internationals thus far. 12 yards. How accurate is he? Just reminding Umar he can't come off his line. He can wiggle along it, but not off it. Here's Everton.
哦，仲未 Everton。今日 Everton 真係唔得啊！今日。
Wow, absolute miserable evening for Hong Kong. That summed it up. Everton hits the crossbar.
You couldn't write the script. You could not write this as a novel.
Palestine still with a chance to come second. Rashid, that's high and wide.
The question is how much longer now will the referee add on? There was 13 minutes in the other game. Here we've wasted 5 minutes with them reviewing that situation to award the penalty that wasn't struck to the back of the net. So there's still just a fraction, a little bit of time.
I can tell you they've played 9 of the 13 minutes in the Iran UAE game. Still 2-1 there. Well, we said at the very start, didn't we, Paul? It was going to be entertaining, there's going to be drama. We've had the lot.
We've had everything. We've had everything. Never mind just in this game, but in the whole of today, we've had so much drama.
Even in a one-sided match, but the implications of it. Free kick for Hong Kong. We played nearly 10 minutes of stoppage time. Lane headed away from Audrey. You've got a free kick here just outside the penalty area.
Everton will be staying well away from this one. Really been his day, as you mentioned. Clear foul.
Just to say, because of the goals scored, if Iran do score another one, they would still finish second Palestine. But very little time left, and another chance here for Hong Kong to maybe get themselves on the scoreboard.
香港隊右路罰球，左路罰球唔係右路。喂，入啊！唔係網側，嚇 Q 死喎，以為入添啊！完場，哇！真係可以入嘅呢球，香港隊輸0-3。
Palestine have been by far the better side. At one stage, looked like they finished second in the group. They still have a small chance of doing that because they're still playing elsewhere. Iran against the UAE. But the most important thing from Palestine's point of view, they've won the match. They've got 4 points. Almost certainly now, Paul, they're going to be in the round of 16.
No, definitely. I think that positive goal difference there is going to really help them, and it has helped them today. In total control of this game, and as you mentioned, and you're right, nothing going right for Hong Kong, China in tonight's 90 minutes. For Palestine, they really deserve.
Everton hit the bar with a late penalty for Hong Kong. That was as close as they came. They were up as early as the 12th minute. The Burr headed in. Batak's wonderful cross.
好，咁阿聯酋嗰場都唔等埋完結啦。咁今日感謝大家嘅支持。咁今日都成績唔錯啦，都係總成績係領先1.57注，贏1.57注嘅。咁下次有機會，聽晚就唔會有直播啦，聽晚賽馬。咁所以下次有機會，禮拜4、禮拜5如果有賽事嘅話，再同大家即場足球投注分析攻擊馬會。感謝大家支持，晚安，拜拜。